Hello everybody, this is Milesluigi. Welcome back to Let's Play Mario and Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. Joining me today is...
The trash pit, the evil Pop-Tart.
And some guy, Higsby, some guy.
Hi, some guy named Higsby.
Hi, some guy named Higsby. There's very clearly a box there labeled as a hammer, but we can't get it at the moment. So we're going to go ahead and continue on here, and we are actually going to be getting attack pieces. Throughout this game, like whenever we're in a new area, in a new dungeon-like area, there'll be attack pieces all over the place for us to collect. If we collect all of them, we learn a new bro move. So it's a way to kind of expand the dungeons. A, you have to attack or find the attack pieces as you go through, and B, this is how you get all of your moves in this game.
Okay.
That's interesting. I guess it means more collectibles, and
yeah, I don't like that
things,
so
right?
much as evil Pop-Tart not liking collectible things.
Well,
That makes me a sad panda.
All this game needs is 200 golden bananas, and it will be awesome.
Yeah, no, screw that. I hated that so much.
I love DK64. Also, yeah, this is kind of silly.
DK64.
It's like, go to all the corners of the room, but I'm assuming that later on they'll probably be more well hidden, right?
Yeah, later on they're more well hidden, but they decided for the first time we're just going to shove them all in one room.
That's kind of silly, but still, collectibles, yeah!
They wanted to make absolutely certain that you at least had a single bro move, not that you wouldn't go of your way to collect them, because who wouldn't want to get all the bro moves in the game?
Raise his hand. Because I have to physically run around and find them.
Yes, you do have to go around and find them, but if you do find them all, we get a new special attack, and thank you, Starro, for letting us know that special attacks are the ways we can dominate battles and do lots and lots of damage. Our first one being the green shells.
Woo!
So actually, all of our special moves are still kind of bro items, except they don't actually have an item consumption like in Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. Mario and Luigi each both have actual BP, or I think it might be SP in this game. I forgot specifically which. Either way, it's a point-based system.
Yeah.
Where, like, using a green shell costs 3 SP. I do believe it is SP. And if you run out of SP, you can't use special attacks anymore.
I guess I didn't...
So,
sorry, I'll let you explain the attack, and then I'll spiel.
Oh, sure. So, obviously we're going against enemies that we can't really jump on, and I really don't need an explanation here, so thanks, Starlo. There we go, off over to the special attacks, and let's go ahead and start a green shell. Now, one thing really cool here that I did kind of skip because it was all tutorial-y and all stuff like that is that you are given the opportunity to practice every single attack in the game without actually being in legitimate battles. Basically, whenever you collect an item or if you go into the start menu and go under your attacks, you can select the attack and be like, hey, I want to practice the attack. So I'm kind of pretty well adept at the green shells, actually. So
That's kind of nice. I would like that feature.
Oh yeah, so some of the later attacks that are really complicated and require a lot of really good coordination, that practice is invaluable, and they finally have it in the game. This is something that should have been in previous games, is practicing attacks, because that was a big part of the games.
So what I wanted to say, though, is that with Bros attacks in this game pretty much all being Bros items, one of the coolest parts of the first game was just how creative I thought the Bros attacks were. And then you could do the advanced versions, and then there were times where if you pressed the button wrong, something different would happen. So you did say that things got a little bit more advanced, and I haven't played too far, so it would be cool if things like that did happen, but maybe not.
Nothing like the original games, like advance move. By advanced, I mean the button inputs and what you have to do gets more complicated.
I thought the attacks were pretty cool, so it's kind of sad that that never really came back. Unless it comes back in Dream Team, which I wouldn't know.
Since I've played Dream Team, I can unfortunately tell you that no, it doesn't come back there either. Dream Team decides we're going to also incorporate the gyro with attacks, actually.
Oh, no, not the gyro, no! I was so happy when I played Ocarina of Time, and I don't know if it's in Majora's Mask too, but it's like, I can't aim the slingshot with the gyro, turn it off, and it was like the best decision I made, ever. The end.
You can turn off the gyro in Majora's Mask 3D.
I think you can. I'm pretty sure I did, because I hated it. I hate gyros, but I'm not going to get into that.
Alright, so we have gotten hammers really early on. The game doesn't mess around at all. Lets us go through a dungeon or two with hammers. We just get it right away. So that's pretty awesome here.
You missed. Your hammer broke.
That is a thing that happened. So much like the jumps, how well you time the hammer attack, which it is just pressing the button at the right time, determines how much damage you do and how like special effecty it looks. If you get excellent, like it looks like you really wallop up on the enemy. And of course, along with that, we've got our defense with the hammer. it works just like the previous games. You have to first hold the hammer and then actually attack. Though, once again, the hammer defense is a lot more lenient in this game than it was in the original game. So you can actually hold out your hammer for a decent amount of time before you finally drop it, which is pretty cool. Ah, come on. All right, there we go. I love the little like exploding animations you get when you get excellent so much. It's just like boom. Oh my gosh. Luigi gets a level up. I definitely have to get that into power. Ooh, good power level up. That's a good start point right away. Luigi's power is actually very close to Mario's with that level up. Not gonna complain about that at all. There we go. So why don't we go ahead and use this to go up there. We fought those enemies because they rolled down at us from an egg. There's eggs inside of Bowser, or did I not look at that right? Alright. Anyway, we've got a couple of battles here that'll get us more accustomed to battling in the game, so let's go ahead and get through all of them here.
I mean,
continuing through the trash pad.
Questioning what's going on inside of Bowser, I mean, it's like, there's clearly a lot of things wrong with the inside of Bowser. I don't really know where to start with addressing them. I mean, it's kind of freaky. I hope that my insides don't look like this. I hope I don't have pipes and mushrooms jutting out from my insides.
I honestly have a theory that part of the reason this game exists I honestly have a theory that part of the reason why games like Mario and Luigi Bowser's and Story exists or certain other things is because someone at Nintendo must have a fascination with eating things. It just has to be. But we've actually exited the trash pit, and now we can roam all around Bowser, and you can finally see what I meant. We're in his armpit right now, and we have a couple other areas we can go currently. Not too many other areas at the moment. Anyway, Starlo kind of like really strongly hints that we should go to the mushroom, because the mushroom gets us to a place called Toad Square, where I guess this is where all the toads landed after they got inhaled. It's kind of a gut. I don't know how else to describe it. But regardless, everyone just kind of gathered here, and they have absolutely nothing to do. So what they decided to do, since they have nothing to do, is open up shops.
I'm so done with this. This is not my cup of tea at all.
Well, we've had Mario games inside of whales and things, so I don't know. I don't know what to think anymore.
At least when I was inside of the whale, it was somewhat accurate.
But I guess they got past their initial concern of surviving first. Matter of fact, this guy here, this little shop here allows us to drink this really weird stuff that heals all of our HP and SP, actually. Though he does charge us for it. Even though, like, he's very clearly just getting it out of a spout at the moment. Look at that. Only 10 coins. Oh, but I already have maximum HP and SP because I'm really good at the game. There we go. So if they're quite well able to survive there, this means that they have plentiful oxygen, they obviously have shelter, and they have food and water. I wonder where they got the food and water from. That's kind of an uncomfortable thought already, because eating food that someone else has already eaten sounds really disgusting. No, thank you.
But you know, wearing clothes that someone else has eaten is completely okay.
Where did all of those come from? Okay. So, this is really early on in the game. There's not too much equipment that's really all too terribly useful for it. Although I did want to make a mention there to the gall socks, because it's a equip that makes whoever wears it more likely to get attacked, actually. So you could theoretically, like if you have one of the bros with really good defense, have them wear the gall socks, and then they tend to get more attacks from the other bro. It's one of those things where you can use in a strategic manner like that, where it's like, I want this bro to get attacked more. And they're available right away too, and they're not expensive either. There we go. So now we're going to go to the funny bone located here. The funny bone is on the arm, not the liver, but okay. It's also technically not a bone, but okay.
It looks more like spine discs, but we'll go along with it.
We'll go along with that.
Let's go.
Thanks, Starlo, because if Starlo was going to explain it, it would have taken forever. Anyway, what Starlo found was just this jetting thing sticking out. Yes, let's hit it. Once wasn't enough. Bowser has amnesia. He has no clue what's going on.
Okay.
Bowser time! Here we go.
All
Time
right.
to swap roles here. So, fun fact: Bowser, top screen. Mario Bros, bottom screen.
It's funny how
Great
that
work.
works.
Great work of the dual screen guys, everyone.
Oh yeah.
So the important thing to point out here is that you can like control both Mario and Luigi and Bowser kind of separately, but you can swap between the two by pressing A, B, X, Y. So one moment you could be walking around as Bowser, then all of a sudden Bowser can just stop in place, and then you can continue going with the Mario Brothers. And Starlo just takes way too damn long to explain it, so I had to skip part of it. I think we get it. We can swap between the two.
Hooray! I mean, yeah, you kind of explained it in like 5 seconds.
There we go. So we landed here quite in a very mysterious cave here, but by missed that giant bowling ball of doom rolling down. By hitting the giant bowling ball of doom, we were actually locked up in a cell. So someone actually legitly went out of their way to lock Bowser in here, but we got out really easily because someone was dropping bowling balls down at us. Great security system. Okay. Time for a little food for thought here as Bowser realizes that he can't breathe fire. Alright, food for thought. Where we are currently located is called the Cavi Cape, and the music here is actually really, really awesome. I should probably link it in the video description for you guys to be able to listen to without me talking over it. Regardless, I decided to look up a bit more into what that actually means, and the word Cavi actually is a pretty common slang term for cocaine, which is fascinating. Food for thought. Interesting. So just pay attention to that analogy. I don't think Alpha Dream was trying to say Cavi Cape, Cocaine Cape, without a doubt, but still pay attention to that and pay attention to the next video in the next area that we go to. Anyway, food for thought out. Milesluigi, back to our regular commentary. Gumball, goodbye. No fire for us. There's very clearly an area past there that we can't go in right now. Bowser lost all of his power-ups at the beginning of the game.
What is this, Metroid?
There we go.
What does it
Go
remind
ahead
me of?
and
Like
say-
Hulk smash, punch, roar.
It's a good...
Oh no, I want to give a short spiel about Bowser in response to what I said last time. So,
Okay.
Okay.
That was actually a decent time to point it out, yeah, because I was just going to say Bowser punches.
Okay. Well, reviewing what I said, I mean, I guess I was quite angry. I don't know, I guess I was just having a bad day or something like that. People addressed what I said in the comments. I think part of my kind of distaste for Bowser comes from the fact that in 95% of the games he's in, he kind of just kidnaps the princess, and then he shows up at the end, and then you beat him, and then you get the princess back. But as I did note in the RPG games, he usually is a pretty good character, but it's just that 95% that I guess has kind of turned me off of his character as a whole. But I said I will be entering this game with an open mind, so ignoring that 95%, at the end I will tell you what I think of Bowser in this game. But yeah, so that's all I have to say.
Alright, well, Fawful just decides to show up. Presumably, he was the one who decided to chain up Bowser, or not chain up Bowser, keep Bowser in that cave with the locked door, but just let them out. But here we're going to go ahead and learn all about his ever so wonderful plan. Of course, explained to us in the ever wonderful Fawful speak, such as hungry syrup, napping cave, and all the yeah. Alright, another food for thought as Fawful yaps around here. I think it's worth just reminding yourselves exactly where Fawful's been through this whole timeline thing. He started off as a minion for Cacletta, at which point he gets knocked into the sea at the end of Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga. Following that, he helps the babies in Mario & Luigi Partners in Time purchase badges for the sake of beans. And he does say that he is plotting revenge, actually. Why don't I post up a screenshot of that specific phrase? So then comes Mario & Luigi Bowser's Night Story, and indeed, a form of revenge is definitely exacted here. I don't know about you, but being eaten by my enemy is kind of a form of revenge, if you ask me. It kind of fits with Fawful's theme, too, as well. You realize how much time he mentions food and food things, and, well, now we're a snack for Bowser. Great going, Nintendo. Food for thought. And without a leader, Bowser's castle just doesn't stand a chance at all, does it? Kamek can't help. Baby Bowser Jr. theoretically can't help if he's not even in this game, as an FYI. No one can help.
He's on vacation or something like that. It's the second Mario & Luigi game where castles are getting destroyed by spaceships.
Enter this guy. His name is Minbus, and he kind of serves as like a, well, I guess beefy antagonist, quite funnily, because earlier it was mentioned that Fawful was beefless. This guy is very beef-full. As bad as that sounds. He also talks in kind of a tone very similar to Fawful, so... Anyway, time to have battle! Now, even though this is a tutorial battle, I decided to leave it completely in, because the tutorial battle is explained entirely in Fawful speak. So it's just overall like, you're told to not do something in really broken English, and then that's what you actually are supposed to do. So much like the hammers, if we hold on to it till the last minute, we get badness. Oh my gosh, watch this. We get very powerful, beefy, punchy punch. What in the world? A punch not full of yumminess. There we go. Now we can finally get started. There we go. So, unfortunately, there's not anything to this battle. This battle is literally you spend one turn, you attack, you can't dodge this one attack here, and then the battle is over.
Really? Oh. I was gonna say, you couldn't have punched when they landed in front of you, or but I guess it wasn't giving you the option.
It wasn't. You can't do anything, actually. It's just that this is kind of like cutscene, whatever.
No, not the unbeatable cutscene battle. I hate those.
Yeah. So now I guess Fawful and Midbus are gonna go back doing their evil thing, because I mean they caused a massive health crisis in the entire Mushroom Kingdom, so we could take it over. I don't know about you, but that's more ingenuity than Bowser really ever has, because he tends to just kidnap the princess. But kind of tells you how much more creative in his own way Fawful can be. I'm gonna infect the entire nation. And then have Bowser eat everything. And then I win. Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah.